Hey Flosstube, it's Emer here and I am back with episode 16 of my Flosstube. 16, what a nice number, nice square number. As usual, I'm going to start off with my whips. I don't have any finishes for you. I don't think anyone should be surprised by the fact that I don't have any finishes. I have some haul, although it's none of it is patterns and most of it isn't for me, but I'll talk about it anyway because it is stitching related. And then finally, I have been wanting to kind of create a rough plan for the remainder of the year. We're into the final quarter now, or coming up to the final quarter, and I just want to have a rough idea of what do I want to get done as I wrap up 2021. What do I want to start? What do I want to finish? What do I want to make a real effort on to get finished? And what will just kind of be, I'll stitch on it when I feel like it. Okay, so you've all of that to look forward to, but first of all, surprise, surprise, it is Peppermint Purple Blackwork Stitch Along. I honestly don't know how many weeks this is in at the moment. It is definitely 30 something. This might be 36, 30, 37. I know I thought to myself last Wednesday that I was surprised to see how far into the year we are. So I definitely noted the number last Wednesday. Can I remember that like half a week later? No, absolutely not. Yeah, this Wednesday's square will be the last of the light green shade, and then from there I'm into my darker green and darkest green. So I've been keeping up on that pretty well. I have started the border. It is very hard to see at the moment because all the border is for now is just an extra line of back stitching. I will go ahead with the leaf and ivy style border. I just have to get on with that. I'll probably talk about it later in my planning section. Next up, Andromeda, Mirabilia. I have been so excited for her. And as you all remember, I was so excited for my purple starry fabric. And I thought the fabric would be a lot darker than her dresses. It was not. It was genuinely so indistinct that I would walk past my stitching on the Q-snap and do a double take because it looked like I had no stitches on the fabric. And as disappointing as it was, I was like, it's not going to look good. So I ended up switching her to the sage green fabric from fabricflare.com. Several people said that they felt that purple would pop against the sage green. Oh jeez, now that I'm holding up the fabric, I'm like, oh, she's so tiny. But I really have put a lot of work into this. I have been stitching on it like my life depends on it. Folding up the fabric to give you a better view. I have stitched her leg and her dress. Let's see if I can hold up both to give you guys a good comparison. No, I cannot hold up both. Oh, kind of, maybe, not really. Basically, I have stitched her leg. I've stitched the dress that's over her knee. I've stitched some of that piece of fabric that's hanging down, and I've started going on her back fabric. And you can see the little dip here, that's where her elbow will be. As you can see, I have gone ahead with my skin color conversion. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks like human colored. If that makes any sense. I was a little worried about that dark patch, and if you look up close it looks kind of odd, but zoomed out a bit I'm like, no, that works really well as kind of a shadowed crease and there were 5 skin colours in the face. I think there was a 6th one on the leg that was very similar, sort of a highlight colour. But when I was looking at my colour conversion, there were 5 colours in the face. There were 2, I'll call them like base colours, and then there were 2 darker shades. And then there was a 5th shade, which was the blush on her cheeks. So I replaced them out with, 2 base shades, 2 darker shades, and a kind of blush brown colour. And I'm really pleased with how it's looking. I ended up stitching the skin over 2 because Andromeda has a lot of skin, and because I was doing a colour conversion, I was very nervous about the idea of doing 4 times as much work and then having to frog it all. I'm still very happy with how the over 2 looks, and it is going a lot faster than it would be if I were stitching over 1. And my next one is actually a new start, which I don't know if it'll surprise you guys. It surprised me a little bit, but I was seeing people post about Sampler September, and I had found this pattern. It actually didn't feature my Whip Parade video, but I had found the pattern before that video. I just forgot to include it. Kind of remembered that I own this, Hunter Gatherer by Rosewood Manor, and decided I wanted to stitch it. It's very cool. I went looking through my stash to find a piece of fabric that would suit it and that would be big enough, because it's quite large. Let me just check. The pattern calls for 18 inches by 26 inches of 28 count linen. I am using 16 count Ada in oatmeal, and I haven't stitched terribly much. I actually started this last Friday. Not last Friday, the Friday before last. I started it on Friday the 10th. And I'll be honest, I've been devoting more time to my Mira. This is kind of what I have been swapping out to when working on 32 count. Gets a little bit much for my eyes. I end up swapping to this. Also, it's a little bit easier to count if I'm in like a call with friends or something online and I don't want to be devoting Mirabilia levels of attention to my stitching. I can work on this and it's pretty easy. Now the pattern does call for Weeks Dye Works flosses, which I'm not using. I'm just picking DMC from stash that matches the colours. I think it'll be fine. I might buy some Weeks Dye Works for the animals. That deer is quite, I think there's 2 colours used for the deer, but there's quite a solid body, and I think for the animals they would benefit from the variegated colour changing look. Everything else I think will be just fine with solid colours. Very cool, very fun to stitch, nice big print. One of the reasons I mentioned my eyes with the Mirabilia, not that I like my eyes would get tired easily or anything. I tend to have been stitching quite a while before I'm like, oof, ouch, my eyes. Mirabilia patterns, they're very small squares, and I'm like, huh? What's that? Where did that square go? But speaking of my eyes, I have gotten a game changer. Don't laugh, or laugh. I laughed, my boyfriend laughed. I have gotten a headlamp. I stylish or what? I literally just went on Amazon, picked the cheapest one. It takes a AA battery. It angles so I can even watch TV and stitch and not have glare on the TV. It makes stitching so much easier. The lighting in this house isn't the best, and I always don't enjoy winter lighting anyway. So having something hands-free, battery powered, easy to just pop in my head and look dorky while I stitch with, I love it. I can't recommend it enough. This is Lepro, Lepro. Like I said, I just picked the cheapest. Oh, manufactured in Dublin. I will pretend that was intentional. Great, supporting Irish businesses. This is really exciting. On to some haul. So as I've talked about before, I am going to a stitching retreat on the 15th of October, 15th to the 17th of October in the UK. And I learned relatively recently that there is going to be a gift exchange. And I love giving presents, in case you couldn't guess with the wedding stitch. I love picking out nice things and thinking about, will they enjoy this? Will they enjoy that? But obviously this is a mystery gift exchange. I don't know anything about, I don't know. We will decide on the Saturday morning. We'll exchange boxes of gifts, and we get to, there's numbered gifts, 9 numbered gifts, and we get to open them throughout the day. And I spent entirely too long trying to pick these gifts. I want, obviously, because there's 9 of them, I didn't want to break the bank. I also, where possible, tried to order on Etsy from Irish stores. So I was thinking, like, if I'm going to be ordering lots of little trinkets, I might as well support local makers. So I have 3 of my items so far, which leaves 6 have yet to arrive, but I'm going to show you the 3 that have arrived so far. The first one is to fit something soft. And this is a pair of socks. Excuse the glare on the plastic box. Now the box did get a little bit bashed up in the post, but I don't want to take them out of it because it's cute. But the socks come packaged as though they are a little cupcake, and there's little bubbles on the socks, so it looks like decorations on the socks. And I think they are very cute. I like them very much. One of the other categories was something bought to support a charity. And I spent some time browsing, and some charity shops had excellent stores, but none of their items were kind of budget friendly when you also have to get 8 other presents. So eventually I settled on the first charity I thought of. I ended up coming back to them, which was the DSPCA, the Dublin Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, and it is a bamboo reusable coffee mug, travel mug. I would show you the mug, but it's wrapped so nicely, and it says, thank you for your support and all that. So I like that it's wrapped so neatly, and I like that it says who it's from and who it's supporting. So I think I'm going to leave it wrapped like this. I might have to wrap it again, which sounds stupid, or just pop it in a paper bag or something to number it. But yeah, very nice. And the other options, this is actually the final gift we'll open, and this is how we can guess who gave you your gift. And it is something that begins with the first letter of your name. My name's Emer, so that is E. And there are lots of there were actually a lot of decent things that began with E. A lot of animals, like elephant, eagle, elk, other things like egg. I don't know. If it was Easter time, I could give them an Easter egg, I guess. But I ended up going with elephant, and because it is a cross-stitching retreat, I bought them a little kit. And this is just the cutest. It comes with the fabric, it comes with the DMC, the needle, and the pattern. By MK Design Art on Etsy. Now this was a UK shop. There weren't any/many cross-stitch shops located in Ireland that I could find selling something physical that began with the letter E. And the shop's owner's name is Mary, and I know this because she hand wrote a little gift or a little business card, and she sent me a little gift tag, and it's got a little cross-stitched heart on it, and that's adorable, and that is so going on my gift exchange. I might put it on, attach it to the elephant wrapping, and write E is for elephant on the back, just because I don't want the person going, oh, is this a kit? Is it a cross stitch? Is it a pattern? I'd be like, no, it's elephant, E. The letter is E. Guess me, guess my name. So yeah, I think that's very cute. Some of the other categories, I don't have the list to hand, so this is operating off the top of my head. Something cross stitch related. I have ordered some beautiful hand-dyed fabric coming from Germany. It's kind of like a mottled browny color. I wanted to stick as neutral as possible because I know if I was given a weird fabric color that I wouldn't stitch on, I'd be a little bit like, do I keep it? Do I re-gift it? What do I do? So I tried to keep as neutral as possible. I believe it is 32 count even weave. So I tried to keep as, broadly appealing as possible while still being like, I got you something nice. Something red, I got a peacock needle minder. It's beautiful. I should have ordered one for myself, to be honest. I had initially wanted to get some like artisan Irish handmade jam or chutney or something. I thought would be cute. Then remembered I have to fly with it and would not get through the airport with jam. Another category was something that reminds you of spring. I have a wildflower, dried wildflower candle. Something you'd rather keep. I thought this was such a cool category. I think that's going to give us so much insight to the person. Like, what would you have rather kept, but you gifted it anyway? So I found a shop selling little mini soaps in the shape of hexagons with little like honeycombs and bees, like stenciled, printed. I don't know. The soaps were made in a mold that had little bees on them, and I like bees. Bees are cute. So I was like, yeah, if I didn't have to give these away, I would keep them. I would use them. I'd rather keep them, if I'm being honest, which is exactly the point. That's 6 items I've listed. Can I remember anything else? No, I can't. You'll see them in an upcoming video whenever I get the gifts. Pretty much that. My last little piece of haul is 2 magazines. I bought one for myself and then hadn't had a chance to open it and read it yet. And then the next day my boyfriend came home from town with another cross-stitching magazine for me. Thankfully a different one. Yeah, that was a weird but nice coincidence. So the one he brought me home is The World of Cross Stitch. I'm not going to talk terribly long about these magazines. I just wanted to show you some of the highlights for me anyway. And then this one, it was a pattern by Lucy Heaton. Winter Wildlife. It's a trio of patterns. Look how cute they are. The little robin's nice. I love the little rabbit. I think it would be the easiest stitch as a non-Christmas piece. Oh, but there's something about the cow. I love it. I really, really want to stitch it. I think he's so handsome. I don't know if I'm loving the holly on his horns, but I don't know how I would edit that out. I might stitch him someday as a Christmassy piece. Who knows? Sorry about that, guys. My phone ran out of space, and when I went to look why, it turns out that when I delete something, it sits in my phone's recycle bin for 30 days, meaning there was like stupid amount of files sitting waiting to be properly deleted. But anyway, second magazine, the one that I bought myself, is Cross Stitcher, and actually the pattern I want to show you guys is on the cover. I am 99% certain it is by Emma Congdon. It is indeed. Called Midnight Magic. Everything is better with a little magic. I think it's really nice. I love her patterns. I think she does have an Etsy shop. Look her up. You'll have seen her patterns before. Just really nice. She uses colours so well and like lays out the text of her patterns so nicely. Just very, very nice. I don't think I could get it done in time for Halloween this year. Maybe next year. Who knows? Brief mention of Wake Me Up in Spring, a set of 4 terribly cute patterns. I of course love the hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. When I was in college, I was a student mentor to younger students, and I did that for 2 years. And then I was a mentor. I was like a mentor support officer. And 1 year, myself and my friend, we decided we were going to like send a cute image or GIF at the end of each. We send them a weekly email to first year students, just welcoming them, giving them tips, letting them know we were there if they wanted to talk to us. And it just so happened that the first 2 weeks were hedgehog gifts. I picked one, she picked the other. And we kind of noticed that. We're like, oh, that's cute. Wouldn't it be cute if we kept sending hedgehog gifts? And we did. But it was really sweet because our mentees, the younger students, actually told us that they actually opened the email to see what hedgehog we'd sent them that week. And then it meant they read the rest of the email. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. What do you mean you weren't opening my emails? But that was actually also why we were asked to become like support officers for the mentors, because they're like, oh, your emails were so cute. You guys had one of like the highest rates of like emails being read. And we're like, great, thank the hedgehogs. So that's why I love hedgehogs. For my 21st birthday, one of my friends sponsored, like, you know those like, oh, adopt a wild animal. But she sponsored a hedgehog in my name, and I still have a little frame certificate and a little like hedgehog teddy they sent me. So cute. Next up, pot of gold. It is some beautiful sunflowers. I adore the fabric choice they've chosen. This is so pretty. Oh my god. I also love yellow. Yellow's my favorite color. This video is so positive. Look at all these things that I love. I believe those are the 3 patterns I wanted to highlight from. Oh no, there was a 4th one. Ow! Lone wolf. It's so cool. Such nice colors. It's a silhouette of a wolf's head. It's got like a lunar background with forest. Apparently they did other animals, an elephant and a polar bear. I'll show you. There's no pattern on this page. I couldn't identify what animal that was. I thought it was a weird like curve, but no, it's the head poking out and then it's the front legs. That's coming up in future issues if you want to stitch those. Oh, one final thing that I thought was really cool. They have, and I don't know if this is a regular thing because I wasn't able to find these. They haven't been in. There's basically like one newsagents in Dublin that's big enough to stock niche crafting magazines, and they hadn't had cross stitch magazines in stock for months. I assume it was COVID related because all these are UK magazines, or like Brexit related. I don't know. All that to say, I don't know if this is a regular thing they do, but they challenged 3 designers to come up with a design, in this case a Halloween brooch to be stitched in a plastic canvas, and they were allowed to use 6 colours. You can see the colours they were allowed to use there. And these are the patterns. Cheryl McKinnon, Super Cool Jack-O-Lantern. Doreen Jones, Black Cat and Pumpkin. And Maria Diaz, Hocus Pocus Potion. So cute. They'd be a nice small stitch if I did actually want to stitch a Halloween piece. And I just love the restriction and the creativity that comes out of that restriction. Very neat. So I had a lot of fun with those magazines. My partner's been saying that he might get a subscription for me as a gift, which would be very nice. I would like that. And now, I said at the start I wanted to kind of plan out the rest of my year. I'm going to start with the easiest one, I think, which is my peppermint purple Blackwork sampler, stitch along sampler, whatever. That is a definite. I'm going to keep stitching, going to keep doing it weekly until the end. Hopefully I can, I know I said this before, that I would do the Blackwork tile on Wednesday, stitch the border on Thursday. I haven't done that. I got carried away with Mirabilia. I got too excited. But I will give that a try. I will try to do what I said I'd do. So yeah, I want to get that finished at the end of 2021. I want to have this piece that I said I worked on it weekly for a year. Here it is. Isn't it beautiful? I will force every guest who enters my home to come and look at it. I'll be like, what's your favorite tile? Don't leave until you pick it. I won't be that intense, I swear. My plans for the rest of this month are a little easy as well to figure out, because I want to keep working on this for Sampler September. I won't get a whole lot done. I'll keep working on that top corner. Ow. Sorry, I think there was a needle and I didn't realise I poked myself. But yeah, so September will probably be my Blackwork Wednesdays and Thursdays, if I actually stick to that. Prioritising this, and no doubt I'll want to stitch on my mirror, because Andromeda is beautiful. She's so pretty. So that will, what date is today? The 20th? Today's the 20th. Like, that's not much time left this month. 31 days in September, right? I have to go through the little rhyme in my head. That's not long left at all. So cool, that's the rest of September dealt with. October, I'm going on my retreat. So I will be bringing Andromeda. She will be my primary goal to work on her. I haven't ordered any of the beads or Kreinik yet. I might order them just so I have them for the retreat, in case I somehow turn into the Flash and stitch at the speed of light. I will also be bringing Lilith of Labrador to the retreat with me, just to give me another Mirabilia option. I'm not going to order the beads or Kreinik for her just yet. Oh, there's Kreinik. And Karen Water Lilies. And Mill Hill Treasures. Very bling. Bling, bling. She'll just kind of be my backup piece in case I want to change a piece from Mira. So those will be my, Andromeda will be my most worked on piece, I'm assuming, for October. I'm bringing Lilith to the retreat with me in case I want to start something different. October is month of Halloween, spooky month, so I would like to get Baba Yaga's house finished. I think that's imminently doable. I just have to stitch some stuff on the ground there, finish off that arch, and then colour in the little detailing that's left out. And like, honestly, when I see it like this now, I'm like, oh yeah, I will get that done in October. That feels good to say. And I have a frame for it and everything. So Baba Yaga won't be homeless as of next month, I swear it. I did put in an order on 123 Stitch because a pattern I had been wanting to buy for a while and had been out of stock for however long I've been tracking it, came back in stock, so I kind of pounced. But I also saw a really cool pattern. I'm going to put a picture here. I want to stitch it. It looks like it's quick. It looks like I could get this done in the month of October, hang it up, and then probably leave it hanging up. To be honest, I want this in my bathroom. I don't know how I'd hang something in the bathroom and like protect it from the damp so that it wouldn't get moldy, but just something about the idea of it hanging beside my mirror and like having a guest wash their hands and then be like, something's creeping up behind me. Ah! Very mischievous. Okay, so that's October. I'm very ambitious, aren't I? November, December. Realistically, I'll probably keep working on Andromeda. I don't know that I'll work on Hunter Gatherer past September. I'll see how I'm feeling about it. If I really like it and want to come back to it, fantastic. If not, no pressure. I'm giving myself permission to work on it for September and then set it aside until I come back to it. However, something I would like to finish before the end of the year is Bago and Cat. I have made no progress since you guys last saw this. I haven't touched it in a while. For no real reason. Just other stuff has kind of taken priority. But I think I can get this finished. I can definitely get it finished by the end of the year if I work on it. At the moment, I'm looking at working on, what am I looking at working for the last 2 months? Andromeda. I'll have finished Baba Yaga. I'll try to finish this. And I'll have my Blackwork. I think that's enough variety that I will feel satisfied without having too much variety that I don't actually make progress on much. If I need something else to do, I do have the Elegant Geisha Dimensions kit that I will bring out and work a little bit on. Or I also have the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along, which I made a start on. I got one of the fishes stitched and not much else. So I have lots of variety, but my goals for the end of the year: finish this in October, finish this in November and or December, and I can't finish it twice. You know what I mean. Finish it in one of those last 2 months, make some good progress on Andromeda. Highly doubt you'll be finished by the end of 2021, but you could be in early 22 finish. That's exciting. All right, those are my plans. I have a lot to do. I want to finish up on Stitch. I'm excited. I'm going to work on, funny, now that I've seen how close I am to the end of Baba Yaga, I want to work on it. But I'm going to work on my sampler. It is September. It is Sampler September. I'm going to work on Hunter Gatherer. Let me know in the comments below if I am absolutely crazy for trying to plan, the last 3 and a bit months of the year out in advance. Or maybe you've done the same. Maybe you made your plans at the start of 2021 and you're like, Emer, are you only planning now what to do? I don't know. Do you guys think I can finish 2 more finishes before the end of the year? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you've been enjoying lately. Have fun. Bye.